For as long back as I can remember, celebrities have been a part of wrestling. All the way back to WrestleMania 1, where they had the likes of Muhammad Ali and Cyndi Lauper and Liberace all involved in this huge event. I've always known the World Wrestling Federation to be a place where their celebrities also go. Sometimes it works out really well, and sometimes it works out really poorly. I'm not here to go into every single celebrity that have gotten into wrestling. I'm here primarily to talk about the ones that are involved in wrestling today. I'm here to talk about Travis Scott, Jelly Roll, and Logan Paul. But before we do, I gotta go through how we even got here. Now, normally when a celebrity comes in, they do a one-shot, they're here for a payday, they come in, they go out, they promote their thing, and they're done, right? What makes Logan Paul different is he's actually signed as a full-time wrestler and shows up on the programming very frequently and has a match on every single pay-per-view, or what they're known as now, PLEs, Premium Live Events. But the celebrity involvement as far as my lifetime goes back to WrestleMania 11 with Lawrence Taylor facing Bam Bam Bigelow in the main event of WrestleMania. And I'm thinking back at the time, who the hell's Lawrence Taylor, guys? I don't watch football. I'm an 11-year-old kid. I don't know who Lawrence Taylor is, but here he was main eventing the biggest wrestling show of the year. And the reason why he was doing that is because his name is actually bigger than WrestleMania. So even my tiny little brain back then could at least understand that from a business perspective. Because once it was explained to me, oh, he's a football player, and football players are treated like deities. They're gods down there in the United States. Then I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense then. You switch over to WCW, you got Jay Leno doing a shot, then Drew Carey comes in for like a Royal Rumble appearance or something, ends up becoming a Hall of Famer in the company. It is clear that WWE value their celebrities. Then there was that entire era in the early 2000s where they had celebrity guest hosts, where every week a new celebrity would come in to guest host Monday Night Raw alongside the anonymous general manager. Talk about watching the company through the darkest era. And I was also there in 1995 during its other darkest era. And if I'm being honest with you, the celebrity host thing was far worse. And then celebrities started to get involved in stuff. I remember Kevin Federline getting involved. I remember MGK taking a powerbomb off the stage from, I don't know, who was it, Kevin Owens at the time? But all within the last couple years, we see celebrities really taking this seriously. They're like, oh, I see what you guys are doing. You guys are training every single day while being on the road every single day. That must be really hard. So a guy like Bad Bunny, who's one of the biggest musical artists going today, is like, okay, I'm gonna train really hard. I'm gonna make sure that these moves look really good. And then he's gonna come in and have an excellent match in his hometown of Puerto Rico with Damian Priest. Hometown Puerto Rico. So when people see Bad Bunny out here, they're like, yo, this guy is awesome. This guy cares about it. This guy gives a shit. We actually care about Bad Bunny. But Bad Bunny was only in for a one shot. He wasn't going to stay around for a long time. But fellow Puerto Rican Logan Paul, well, he has a different plan. He wants to utilize the WWE to solidify his image in the world. He's got Prime. He's got his like little podcast thing. And now he's a WWE superstar. That all works for a guy like Logan Paul. And if I'm being honest with you, I do not like Logan Paul. I don't like anything that this guy stands for, but I will tell you, he is excellent between those ropes, he is excellent on that microphone, and he's very entertaining to watch in the ring perform his little heel role for the World Wrestling Federation. He understands the assignment and he executes it, whether I like it or not, flawlessly, consistently, to tremendous results. Then we have a guy named Travis Scott. Travis Scott is the opposite of everybody that I was just talking about. Travis Scott didn't want to give it his all. Travis Scott was in and out, he was waffling, he was flaking. WWE had some criticism for him, so then he was like, you know what, I don't really care too much about this, so let's talk about this guy known as Travis Scott. For some reason, he has two first names, and that's okay. That's his hip-hop name, by the way. Oh, you didn't know, Travis Scott is a hip-hop artist, one of the biggest ones. He had this festival a couple years ago called Astro World, and there was some crowd crushing going on, and some people unfortunately didn't walk away from that concert. Travis Scott's apology for that goes down in internet history as one of the worst apologies of all time, where he's just like, faking being sad. Oh, guys, I'm gonna put this in black and white so it looks like I'm really, really sad. I'm really sorry to the friends and the family of everybody that died during my concert where I didn't stop it or do anything to prevent it or whatever. Real scumbag stuff, okay? The coolest thing about Travis Scott is his collab with Nike. The Travis Scott Nike shoes are unprecedentedly amazing, okay? The reverse swoosh, the different colorways. I'm a fan. If I see a pair of those Travis Scotts in the wild, I'm like, those are nice shoes. I want a pair of those shoes. Every pair that he puts out is essentially a grail. But what makes Travis Scott so bad is everything that he ruined in wrestling this year. He comes in a part of this whole Rock thing where The Rock is like, I'm gonna make Cody Rhodes sell me his soul. Then Cody Rhodes is like, I'm not gonna sell you my soul. And then John Cena is the one that sells his soul to The Rock. And in this landmark segment where John Cena, perennial babyface who's never gonna turn heel, well, he's finally turning heel in this historic, gonna go down in the history book forever kind of moment. You know who's in the back there with The Rock? Yeah, Travis Scott. And I bet they wish he wasn't there. This is a forever moment that was just made up on the fly. None of it matters anymore as we sit here today. Because then Cody Rhodes goes into a main event with John Cena at WrestleMania. Biggest show of the year, right? Two of the biggest stars in all of wrestling gonna go at it for the title. Well, they go out there and they have kind of, well, a boring match. The only thing that would have saved it is an appearance from The Rock to finish telling this sell your soul story, which was just like left completely on the burner. And by on the burner, I mean in the trash. They completely discarded this thing. And this was a very perplexing, top of the card kind of story that they were trying to tell. What do you mean The Rock wants Cody to sell him his soul? What does that even mean? Why is Travis Scott even there? Oh, fast forward all the way to WrestleMania, and they do not finish telling this story, which is ironic because that's Cody Rhodes' entire thing, is to finish stories. So that match is going on, WrestleMania. You got Cody Rhodes, you got John Cena having one of the most boring matches of all time. We're expecting shenanigans. We're expecting The Rock. We're expecting a story beat. So music hits. It's not The Rock's music though. It's Fiend, Fiend, Fiend. Everybody hears Fiend, Fiend. Everybody hates Fiend, Fiend. Fiend is a song written by Travis Scott and it's used as his entrance music. And normally during these like run-in moments, it's with urgency and you run into the ring. Travis Scott, nah, he just saunters down. He just has this swagger as he's smacking his little title. It's really the most pathetic thing ever. It took whatever energy was in this match all the way out of it, which was very little to begin with. And then this week a story comes out that Travis Scott and the WWE have had a permanent falling out. And this is after Travis Scott was supposed to be in this DLC as like a character pack in the WWE 2K25 video game. But after this huge falling out between Travis Scott because he ruins moments and doesn't care and he's not really committing or whatever, they took him out of the video game. And if this Sell Your Soul story couldn't get any more botched, well, pretty much nobody involved in the story is going to be around anymore anyway. So you mean to tell me everything from Elimination Chamber to WrestleMania to John Cena's heel turn all the way to now was meaningless because The Rock, the inciting guy who made it all happen, and Travis Scott are no longer a part of it? You mean WWE spent this whole year wasting my time? Interesting. And I have no problem ending this video in a rage, but Jelly Roll actually is a breath of fresh air. Because now, country singer, hip-hop collaborator Jelly Roll is out here getting involved in the wrestling, and he's actually doing a fantastic bang-up job. It is clear that this guy that was once 5 million pounds is down to a weight where he can actually move around the ring. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate a little bit of time to this. And he moves his ass down to Florida. He goes to the Performance Center. He's putting in the time every day to be a good talker, to be a good wrestler, to put on a good show, to be entertaining. And my God, this guy is knocking it out of the park. And believe me, I wanted to hate this because Jelly Roll has collaborated with Ronnie Radke, whom I despise. He's collaborated with MGK, whom I also despise. But he's out there genuinely getting over and being so endearing doing it. So now we got Jelly Roll and Randy Orton going up against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam, and I'm actually excited for the match. And I'm excited to see WWE make good moves when it comes to their involvement with celebrities. The people that don't care, the people that aren't involved with the product, the people that don't keep up with it, the people that just want to leech off of it or whatever, you don't need them. There are celebrities out there that are high profile that have had wrestling in their lives for their entire lives, like Logan Paul, like Jelly Roll, and to see them working together now, it must be a huge dream come true for them. Even though they went on to become millionaires in their own right, I can only imagine the amount of fun they're having with this WWE run. Jelly Roll came in, he took a Claymore from Drew McIntyre, he delivered awesome Dusty Rhodes jabs, and delivered a beautiful Black Hole Slam. So I'm not gonna get mad at WWE for getting involved with celebrities. At least they're getting involved with celebrities that are putting in the time and going to care about entertaining us, because at the end of the day, that's all I care about. The one criticism that people have when celebrities get involved is well, you're taking away a spot from a wrestler. But doing this as a tag match, you get two wrestlers, and two high-profile wrestlers at that, involved in the match. And not only are they involved in a match, they're involved in a match with celebrities that are now getting mainstream eyes on them. It works out for everybody. So as much as I'm a wrestle, work rate, AEW, Ring of Honor from the early 2000s kind of guy, on one hand, on the other hand, I'm also a lifelong WWF fan who understands all the business moves that they do, and I appreciate that they do it because it means professional wrestling can be in my life every single day of the week to some capacity. So I don't think we'll be seeing Travis Scott anymore, and I'm hyped to the gills to see what Jelly Roll can do out there when the lights are bright and everybody's watching on this 2-night-long SummerSlam. Okay, thank you for watching the video. I've been the Wrestling Absorber Dan Frampton. Goodbye, see you later, and have a good one.